Hi, my name is Gail Mercer-MacKay, and this is how I became a freelance writer. Lost one corporate job. I went from having a role, a title, a budget, a purpose, to nothing. My BlackBerry silenced by a single keystroke. My name slashed from our email server. Dear Mrs. McKay, your services are no longer required. Please return your computer at your earliest convenience. Sincerely, the accounting clerk. The accounting clerk sent me a fax? Really? 5 years of 60-hour work weeks, thousands of frequent flyer miles, and hundreds of corporate dinners with boring white guys. Gone. Swept away by words printed on thermal fax paper. Who gets fired by fax? It's not even current technology. Found. One new career. What are you going to do? You're old. You're in your 50s. I'm going to write. I'm going to be a writer. You can't. You'll starve. There's no money in writing. You don't even have any training, no degree, no experience, no credentials. Lost. My self-confidence wrapped up in the shape of my mother. You got yourself fired and now you want to be a writer? That's not very practical. At least you can type. There's always a job somewhere if you can type. Did you know Mrs. Ellison's daughter, Blanche? She just got promoted. She's a senior manager now at the bank. Great pension. Found. Determination to prove my mother wrong. I think I'll write the great Canadian novel, followed by a screenplay, followed by a Broadway musical. I can see it now. West 51st Street, the Gershwin Theatre, books and lyric by Gail Mercer-MacKay and Sir Elton John. Lost half of my RSPs. To be a writer, I will need a much better computer and a pen. No, boxes of pens with my name on the side, announcing to people that I am a writer. Gail Mercer-MacKay, freelance writer. And some courses. I'll need to go to school for an MFA. There's got to be an executive MFA program somewhere, one that can be completed on weekends. I need to fast track my literary credits. Found. My first writing gig. I hear about a friend of a friend who needs someone to write marketing copy. A simple refresh of their website. I can do it. I can do it. If you check out this free pen, you will see by the writing on the side that I am a writer. Lost. My nerve. I can't write. Who was I trying to kid? I read everybody else's website. The words are innovative, interesting, fresh. I read the website of their top competitor. I take up my thesaurus and I use it to painstakingly translate each word by word until I have an exact thesaurus replica of the website of their top competitor. My copy reads like it was written by an ESL student using Google Translate. I officially suck at writing. Found. My first paycheck. I somehow stumble through this assignment and they like it. They post my words on their website. They send me a check. It has zeros on the end of it, and I have been paid for writing. I sit at home in my pajamas, drinking coffee, writing. I'm like Ernest frickin' Hemingway. Lost. My credibility. When people ask me what I do, I tell them I'm excited. They get excited too. It's like I'm instantly interesting. Really? You're a writer? Yes. Do you write novels? No. Screenplays? No. Short stories? No. You don't write poetry, do you? Oh, no. What do you write? I write marketing copy. Oh, so you're not a real writer then. Found. Validation. In my first year as a freelance writer, I make $80,000. Well, $82,794 to be exact. Who makes that kind of money sitting in their pajamas? I am ecstatic. I order a bigger box of better pens, ones with little pink highlighters on the end. Lost. My adulthood wrapped up in the shape of my mother, part 2. Hello, dear. You know, Judy Armstrong called me the other day, and guess what? She was just promoted. She's a vice president now at the university. Maybe one day, if you work hard, you can be a vice president too. Mom, I'm the president of my own company. Oh, darling, I was talking about a real company. Here, Mom, have a pen. Found. Other writers. My phone rings. My new email address chirps with incoming messages. What are you doing? You're writing? You're making money? Can you teach me? Can you tell me how to do what you're doing? I've been fired. I was downsized. I'm retiring. My husband walked out. I have no money and no comprehension of how to start over. I meet these people. Some really are writers looking to find work. Some are not. But they are looking to find their voice, their passion, their purpose. They ask for advice, for ideas, for validation. They want me to tell them that they are going to be okay. And of course I do, because they are. I can't keep up with all the requests to meet, so I decide to hold an online class. I invite 5 women to join me once a week for 10 weeks. Virtual online coffee. Each week I talk about what I've learned, that writing is always about finding your authentic voice, a story, and telling it with passion and enthusiasm. By the end of 10 weeks, we have 13 women. Some of them start their own writing career. Microsoft hears about it. They ask if they can hire me to teach people at IT companies how to write stories too. And so I do. Then more technology companies call me. They call from Canada, the US, Germany, Spain, India, and Australia. They ask me to teach them how to write stories. Then one of the world's largest training companies calls me. They ask if they can sell my course. Found. I drive to Peterborough to meet my mother. She is 92. She lives in a retirement home. When I arrive, she says to her friend, "Have you met my daughter? She is the president of her own company, and she is a writer." Thanks for listening. If you're interested in finding out how you can become a freelance writer, click on the link below and find out more about my courses at gailmercermackay.com. Have a terrific day.